परिस्थिती चालू होती. सर्व लोकं असे इकडे-तिकडे लपत होते. पण माझ्या माइंडमध्ये जे विचार चालू होता, तो विचार हा होता का परत मी एवढ्या लोकांची मदत घेऊन परत काही कर्ज वगैरे करून परत एक्सपिडिशनसाठी आलेलो आहे. आणि परत आता हे एक्सपिडिशन रद्द होईल आणि पुढच्या वेळेस मला नाही वाटत हे एक्सपिडिशन परत होऊ शकते. आणि मग त्यावेळेस मी खूप थकलो होतो आणि ते माइंडमध्ये विचार होता. ऑलमोस्ट सांगतो असा मोठा अॅव्हलांच समोर आल्यानंतर सुद्धा मी त्याच्या समोरच उभं होतो. असं बघत होतो. ते एकदम समोर येत होता आणि मला तेच माइंडमध्ये चालू होतं, की आता आपली एक्सपिडिशन रद्द होणार. मला अशी मरण्याची तिथं भीती नव्हती. कधी-कधी असं वाटत होतं, त्याच्या खाली दबून गेले तरी उत्तम. कारण ते परत येऊन थोडं सर्व स्ट्रगल करणे, परत लोकांना ते फेस करणे खूप अवघड काम होतं मला.
In 2005, Rafiq climbed Mount Shitidhar in Kullu district, which was at 5,250 meters. After that, he never looked back. He climbed Seven Sisters, Mount Friendship and Mount Patalsu on his own. After these expeditions, Rafiq was quite confident and prepared for Everest. But that was not the only problem for him. To summit the Everest, every mountaineer needs at least 25 lakh rupees. There are equipment, food expenses, travelling expenses, permit to climb Everest and many more. A constable from Maharashtra cannot afford 25 lakh rupees. The only option for him was to get sponsors. Even with sponsors, it was a huge amount. Climbing Everest was not just Rafiq Shaikh's dream, but even his friends and Maharashtra police came forward to help him in any way possible. Finally, Rafiq's humble behavior led him to the summit of financial Everest. Officers from his department, industrialists, media reporters came forward to help him. Rafiq travelled across Pune, Mumbai and many cities to get the money he needed for his journey. Some of his friends even gave their salaries for his dream.
I found it very inspiring personally also.
On 7 April 2014, with the blessings of thousands, Rafiq set his first foot towards the mountain. The journey began with the flag-off ceremony by Maharashtra police in Aurangabad city. On 17th April 2014, Rafiq Shaikh was climbing down from Mount Iceland in Chikung and reached the base camp of Mount Everest situated at 5,550 meters on 20th April 2014. Few meters from the base camp lies the Khumbu Ice Fall. It is situated at the head of the Khumbu Glacier, which is at an altitude of 5,486 meters on the Nepal slope. It is one of the most dangerous stages to reach the summit. One of the reasons why it's dangerous is that it consists of vast crevices. On 18th April 2014, at around 6:30 in the morning, when Rafiq and other mountaineers were travelling towards base camp, Sherpas were opening the routes through the Khumbu Glacier for the season, and they were hit by an avalanche. That devastating event killed 16 Sherpas and injured 9. The news hit Rafiq as hard as the avalanche. This incident was the most horrific event that ever occurred on Everest. After this, Nepal government cancelled all the Everest expeditions that year, and Rafiq had to return with disappointment.
पहिल्या एक्सपिडिशनला तर खूप मोठा एक दडपणच होतं. तर पहिल्या वर्षी बरेच काही लोकांनी मदत पण केली होती आणि मी पण सोसायटी, पोलीस वेलफेअर आणि स्वतःचं काही जेवढे माझे जवळचे मित्र होते त्यांच्याकडून काही कर्ज घेऊन आणि माझी स्वतःची राहती गाडी विकून सुद्धा मी गेलो. पण ते अनफॉर्च्युनेटली ते सर्व एक्सपिडिशन कॅन्सल झालं 2014चं. जगभरातील सर्व मोहिमा रद्द झाल्या.
anyone would have given up after investing so much time, money and hard work. But Rafiq had a history of not to give up on his dream. His mentors and the Department of Police kept his spirit. In 2015, Rafiq started working on his second attempt to climb Everest. When an event such as this occurs, people lose faith in their dream. For Rafiq, it was a financial Everest in 2014. Now in 2015, he faced financial as well as psychological Everest. This time, Rafiq planned to climb Everest as well as Lhotse, a combined mission of 72 days. To raise money the second time, Rafiq sold his bike and drew every loan that he could. He convinced some more sponsors to donate his cause. He boarded the plane on 6th April 2015 with a flag-off ceremony. He reached the base camp on 18th April 2015.
और बेस कैंप एवरेस्ट बॉयज फॉल.
One of the most difficult steps for Rafiq was Khumbu Icefall. It is situated at the head of Khumbu Glacier and is constantly melting. This means the glacier is moving with around 3 to 4 feet every day. The crevices can open with little or no warning. These crevices could be 150 feet below the surface. That is equivalent to a 15-story building. Climbers usually brave the passage early in the morning when the freezing overnight temperatures mean the ice is less prone to move. Rafiq safely reached Camp 1 on 23rd April.
We're reaching Camp 1. Our team is safe.
Stayed there for a day.
हम लोग अभी निकल रहे हैं कैंप 1 से कैंप 2 के लिए. ये हमारे सरदार मिस्टर मीमा जी, नितेश मोदी, भगवान जी, और ये आप देख रहे हैं एवरेस्ट का पूरा रीजन. और ये मेरे पीछे जो दिख रहा है ब्लैक स्टोन, ये है दुनिया की हाईएस्ट माउंटेन, माउंट एवरेस्ट.
And early morning on 24th April, he reached Camp 2 for their acclimatization process. He stayed there for some time and returned to Camp 1 on the same day.
Snow melting.
On 25th April, he reached base camp safely. During the afternoon of 25th April 2015, an earthquake of 7.9 struck Nepal. Which triggered avalanches near the mountains. One of the avalanche was initiated from Pumori mountain, which is very close to the base camp. Around 300 people on base camp were clueless about the earthquake, and suddenly they heard a loud crack. Rafiq, who was in a tent having breakfast that time, knew something bad had happened, and everyone came out of their tents. As they were staring at the White Mountains, Rafiq saw a huge wall of ice approaching the camp. Death was approaching him, and he stood there. He couldn't bear the thought of not reaching the summit second time. A thought of survival entered his mind, and he threw himself behind a puja stone and survived another horrific event.
जेव्हा ही परिस्थिती चालू होती तर सर्व लोक असे इकडे तिकडे लपत होते, पण माझ्या माइंड मध्ये जे विचार चालू होता तो विचार हा होता का परत मी एवढ्या लोकांची मदत घेऊन परत काही कर्ज वगैरे करून परत एक्सपिडिशनसाठी आलेलो आहे. परत आता हे एक्सपिडिशन रद्द होईल आणि पुढच्या वेळेस मला नाही वाटत हे एक्सपिडिशन परत होऊ शकते. आणि मग त्यावेळेस मी खूप थकलो होतो आणि ते माइंडमध्ये विचार होता. ऑलमोस्ट सांगतो असा मोठा अवलांच समोर आल्यानंतर सुद्धा मी त्याच्या समोरच उभं होतो, असं बघत होतो. ते एकदम समोर येत होता आणि नंतर काही असं म्हणजे सेकंद पुढं होता तो आणि तेव्हा मी स्वतः तिथं एका ठिकाणी बसलो. कारण बरेच लोक तिथून असे पळत होते आणि मला तेच माइंडमध्ये चालू होतं का आता आपली एक्सपिडिशन रद्द होणार. मला अशी मरण्याची तिथं भीती नव्हती. कधी कधी असं वाटत होतं त्याच्या खाली दबून मेले तरी उत्तम, कारण ते परत येऊन एवढं सर्व स्ट्रगल करणे, परत लोकांना ते फेस करणे खूप अवघड काम होतं माझ्यासाठी.
The news spread on national and international television.
And Rafiq, how is the situation right now? From Lukla you've come right now, and as far as relief, rescue is concerned, have you seen anything at all happening?
No, Lukla condition is very good. We are staying 2 days in Lukla. Most bad condition is the base camp. So we are happy to reaching it safe in Kathmandu.
After the earthquake, the transport system collapsed, and the Indian Air Force made efforts to rescue helpless and injured. Rafiq returned to Aurangabad with grief and negativism. He could not face his mentors, parents, and people who put their efforts in his ascent 2 times in a row. Grief covered his mind and made an impact on his dream. After some days, he wrote a letter to everyone telling how sorry he was that he could not make a climb. He started preparing for his 3rd attempt. Mountain is the soul of a mountaineer. As you don't take out a soul from a body, you don't take out a mountain from a mountaineer. On 4th April 2016, Rafiq Shaikh left Aurangabad for his 3rd attempt on Everest. On 8th April 2016, he reached Lukla airport. From Lukla, it took him 9 days to reach the base camp. This time it shouldn't have been hard for him, as he already had been at base camp twice. But the things that Rafiq experienced in the last 2 attempts would haunt anyone for the rest of their lives. On the night of 15th May 2016, at 2 o'clock, Rafiq cross-checked the weather. The day was beautiful to make an ascent, and at 3, he started climbing towards Camp 1. First step was Khumbu Icefall. He crossed it without any obstacles. After this, his confidence was boosted and he reached Camp 1. From Camp 1 to Camp 2, it was very hot, and it took Rafiq 2 to 3 hours to reach Camp 2.
45 minutes, we are reaching Camp 2, almost 6,300 meters.
On 15th May 2016, Rafiq reached Camp 2 in the late evening. He stayed there till the morning of 17th May 2016.
Reaching at Camp 2, आम्ही सर्व Camp 2 ला पोहोचलात. उद्या आम्ही Camp 3 साठी जाणार आहेत. सर्वांची आमची टीम सर्व फिट आहे, सर्व व्यवस्थित आहे आणि एव्हरेस्ट आमच्या खूप जवळ आहे. उद्या आम्ही Camp 3 ला जाणार आहे. सर्व व्यवस्थित होईल. वेदर आमच्या सोबत आहे. सर्व लोकांच्या शुभेच्छा आहे. उद्या आम्ही Camp 3 ला जात आहे.
The next stage was Lhotse Face. Lhotse is the 4th highest peak on earth. The Lhotse Face is the steep wall of ice and snow that holds Camp 3. He reached there on 17th May 2016 at 2 in the evening. Rafiq climbed Lhotse Face twice, first for acclimatization and then on the way to the summit. On 18th May 2016, he started ascending towards Camp 4. Now the climb became too difficult because the oxygen level here decreases almost to 33%. That means you are breathing only once out of 3 times. So one needs to carry supplementary cylinders to reach the summit. Rafiq was carrying around 15 kilograms on his shoulders. At 25,000 feet, it is difficult to even take a single step.
माझ्यासोबत तुम्ही बघताय का, इथं ऑक्सिजन नसल्यामुळे सर्व क्लायमर्सला असे ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर्स आणि मास्क याच्यात राहावं लागतं. हे बघा रेग्युलेटर मास्क, आणि हे एक असते त्याच्या थ्रू जेव्हा हे बंद होतं त्याच्या थ्रू तुम्हाला कळत असतं का कशा पद्धतीने हे ऑक्सिजन मास्क काम करतंय. तर ऑलमोस्ट तुम्ही बघत असाल का हे व्हाईट जेव्हा बंद होतं तर तेव्हा असं होतं का यावेळेस ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर तुमचं समाप्त होणार. आता माझा ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर हा ऑलमोस्ट काही मिनिटाने समाप्त होईल. मग त्यावेळेस मला ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर चेंज करावं लागणार. इथं बोलते वेळेस नॉर्मली साधारणतः धापा लागत असतात. खूप चॅलेंजिंग मिशन असतं असं. या मिशनवर जाणं आणि हे मिशन यशस्वीरित्या पूर्ण करणं.
On 26,300 feet lies South Col, where Camp 4 is situated.
You see South Col?
South Col is a white monster which resides between Lhotse and Everest. It is also called Death Zone. Since climbers can only survive for 2 to 3 days here because of the altitude level, South Col serves as a midpoint for people to rest and move forward to Lhotse or Everest. Rafiq reached South Col on 18th May at 1 p.m.
We reaching South Col. Our leader, Mr. Kuntal Joishar.
We have been trying for 2 years. This is our 3rd try, and we have made it to South Col, which is 8,000 meters. Hopefully, we will also make it to the summit and fulfill our dream.
From Camp 4, there is no stop or camp to rest. After Camp 4, his legs started sweating. Rafiq knew the consequences of this. At this altitude and in minus 40 degrees Celsius, it means only one thing: frostbite. He had 2 choices. One, to return home with losing some part of his toes, or make summit and probably lose his life. But no great minds ever existed without a touch of madness. He kept ascending towards the summit. At midnight of 18th May, he reached South Summit, which appears like the summit of Everest, but actually it isn't. Many mountaineers return from this point thinking that they have summited Mount Everest. Now, between Rafiq and the summit, there was only one obstacle: the Hillary Step. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary first encountered a vertical rock face with a height of around 12 meters, approximately at 8,790 meters. Sir Hillary climbed it without using any rope, and since then, people started calling it Hillary Step in honor of his bravery. On 19th May 2016, at 9:02 in the morning, Rafiq reached the top of the world.
He
was exhausted. He couldn't feel his toes of left leg. Still he was smiling, tears in his eyes and 2 flags in his hand. One of tricolor Indian flag and other of Maharashtra police. Rafiq, a kid from Naigaon. Rafiq, the first Maharashtra police constable who failed twice and conquered Everest not once but infinite times in his mind, was there to look at the world from the highest peak on earth. There was nothing above him but sky and clouds. But this was not the end of Rafiq's problem. He still had to descend safely with a frostbite to his left leg. Somehow Rafiq reached Camp 2. There he checked his leg, which was not in a good shape. He made contact with base camp and told his manager about it. After 20 days of treatment, doctors successfully saved his leg. Unfortunately, they had to cut down 3 of his toes. Nation prayed for his well-being. And many officers from police and politicians visited him. Even after his success, failures and tragedies, he still is the same humble, down-to-earth person that he was before his first attempt. On 10th June 2016, Rafiq was welcomed in Aurangabad by hundreds of people and Maharashtra police. Behind every successful man, there is a kid who never gave up on his dream. A kid from Naigaon who never gave up on his dream. That is why he could step onto the highest peak in the world. We wish that he keeps dreaming and keeps fighting to achieve his dreams for the rest of his life.